Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Let's Play World of Warcraft Death Edition with Rhoxio. Sorry about uploading late. I had some more real-life issues, and hopefully that will not, yeah. Anyway, today we're doing slave pens. Slave pens, you know, is just one of those Naga instances. It's pretty, well, it's not necessarily long. It's kind of annoying, though. I've done it like a million times because I played BC a lot, but, yeah. Look, I'm using my Hell Reaver. Hell? Hell? Yeah. That was bad. Anyway. So yeah, this is pretty simple, and we have like this, the Warlock is like AFK for like the whole run, and it's so annoying. So we basically foreman about half the instance before we actually have the ability to kick him, which is pretty stupid. Anyway, yeah, little bit of a tip here, you don't necessarily have to kill these slave guys. All you have to do, just like back with the Taskmasters out in Empire Peninsula, you just have to kill the slave handlers. You don't have to kill the little ads, because the ads don't give any experience or anything like that, so keep that in mind. I suppose I should give a little background as to why this is this instance. Basically, the Naga under the command of Illidan have, or actually under the command of Vosh, who was under the command of Illidan, have basically formed together to enslave the Broken, which are the Broken are the descendants of the Draenei. I'm not going to give you too much of a history lesson about all of this, but basically, the Naga made all these Broken their bitches in the slave pens, right? You know, there's that whole, that Naga joke. You know, I'm not going to go into racist stuff right now, but anybody who has ever played the game knows what Naga sounds like. But yes, and we're talking about the Lock being AFK. I mean, literally, I think he did the first poll, and I think he went perpetually AFK. As you'll see right here, I try to vote to kick him, but it says, oh, can't kick for another 11 minutes. Good game, Blizzard. And my sound gets a little out of sync right here, but it does fix itself later, so I'm not going to worry about it. And this is actually used to be one of the harder parts of the instance, if you can believe it. Mainly because, you see there's like a group on, like, kind of behind me. But yeah, and I don't know what the hell I was doing right here. I wasn't even auto-attacking. I guess I was being a scrub. Anyway, this instance really isn't. It's probably actually one of my least favorite instances, just because, I guess mainly because I have really bad memories of the heroic versions, or the heroic version rather. Yeah, there's so many versions of heroics, not really. But as you can see, I'm getting a hold of Blood Boil, yay! I finally figured it out. Not really, I figured it out when I was like level 61, and it's OP as hell. But yeah, anyway. So, these Bogstrocks aren't very hard. They do this little disease, though. It's like rabies or something stupid, or like swamp fever. Or swamp fever. I'm thinking Left 4 Dead 2. Anyway, yeah. So now we do a little running over here, and we talk to these guys, and they're like, hey, what's up? We're gonna kill you. Because I got a shield and a sword. I will smack you with it. Another thing I never really understood is, you know how tanks tank these humongous mobs? Like, look how big these Naga are in comparison to even me, and I'm a knight, I'm tall. And it's just, they're so big. You'd think they're just exponentially stronger than you are, even though you stack strength and stuff like that. Something I've always thought of something they should do in the game is make it so your character gets buffer the more strength they have. I thought that'd be a great idea. The more stamina they have, the more buffer they get too, and like the more intellectual they get. Like, I don't know, I don't know what they do for intellect and stuff like that, but I don't know. I always thought it'd be cool to have a character that scaled with that kind of stuff, but I don't know. I don't know if it would work very well with female characters for obvious reasons, but yeah. So this is Manu the Betrayer. Basically, he's a betrayer. He drops totems that are really annoying, and we don't really have a rogue in the group, and the tank doesn't want to just, you know, click over with his 1.6 speed weapon and kill him. So the 3.4 speed auto attack Death Knight gets to kill them. And I don't really kill the Earthbind ones because they're not really worth it. Oh, sorry, Alex. Anyway, I mostly just kill the healing ones because they're the most annoying, of course. And the Fire Nova one isn't too bad. It only does like 1,000 damage, so whatever. No big deal, right? So we kill him, and of course, no loot ever drops for me except for my Hell Reaver, which I was happy about. Even after I got it after about like 5 runs of Ramparts. And some epic fail happens right here, but it's not the worst thing in the world. You know, I try and be a good Samaritan, and, you know, taunt and death grip the Coil Fang Tactician. But then I realized, oh crap, the tank ran up and he pulled more shit. And then they killed the Druid Healer, and I was like, oh god damn it. I was under the assumption that the tank was just gonna go back and grab it. but he didn't. But it isn't that big of a deal because we have a Shadow Priest who's able to heal, kind of. So yeah, we managed to save ourselves from wiping. Hell yeah. But only slightly, a little bit, because the tank was not exactly very smart. But he was a pretty good tank overall. I mean, I don't have too many complaints. It was a kind of slow run. I mean, I cut ahead here in a little bit because for some reason the Shadow Priest doesn't res the Druid, and I'm like, what was going on? So the Druid just ended up having to run back, and it took freaking forever. So yeah, I just cut ahead, as you can see. So we're back up here, and we're going to the second half of the instance, and it's 3 more minutes till we can kick that guy. So we just keep DPSing and stuff like that. Most of this instance actually comprises of these tacticians. I don't really think they do anything. I think they do like a sunder armor or something. It doesn't really hurt very bad. So yeah. Well. Oh, something else I just noticed right now. You know, I killed the black rat. Whenever you're in instance groups, don't you notice how everybody tries to kill the critters? Like the tank always kills the critters, or like a melee class always kills the critters, or something like that. Why do people always kill critters? Just because they're there? We're obsessed with killing harmless creatures. I mean, we killed a rat that was just living in a swamp. I mean, he's in his natural habitat. I mean, it's like killing something in your. It's like getting killed in your house or something like that. I don't even know. Oh God. So at any rate, I think we successfully kicked the Warlock here after everybody starts talking about levitating down to the bottom over here. Which is actually, I don't know if you would call it an exploit, but I think we do end up doing it anyway. We kick the freaking Warlock now, and we queue again, and I think we end up getting a Rogue, and he'll pop in here in a few seconds. And the Priest is like brain dead. It's like, oh, I'm gonna use Dispersion, levitate please. The tank had to say it like 8 times. Seriously, do people not read their chats or something like that? It's stupid. I mean, it seems like people don't ever read their chats. I don't know what it is. But yeah, we got our Rogue, and it's like, okay, we're gonna jump down and totally just suicide ourselves. But you'll see what ends up happening. And, well, I actually speak louder than words, I suppose. But then why am I even narrating? Anyway, yeah, we come down here, we aggro this group. I'm like, we'll pull him back. And I'm like, we need to pull him back farther. Oh, balls. So we get the freaking guy, too. But luckily, the tank's on top of it and sees what's going on. And he picks him up while we finish AoEing down these packs. The healer wasn't exactly proactive right here because what this boss does, he puts a debuff on the tank, like a bleed. And you have to be healed up to 100% for it to fall off. And he's not being healed up to 100%, so I'm sitting here freaking out, thinking about what survival cooldowns I can pop to help him. And I was thinking about popping Mark of Blood, but then I'm like, nah, he's almost dead, it's not worth it. And then they ended up popping him off because the Priest helped. And he drops a crappy cloak for tanking, and I'm like, oh god damn it. Actually, I think it's a resilience cloak, PvP cloak. But whatever, you know. But everything did go better than expected. I mean, we didn't die on that pole, even though we pulled the boss and some extra mobs. So I was very happy. It's kind of nice having off healers for these instances like this, or even off tanks and stuff. Nice healing, by the way. It was okay. But yeah, anyway, I'm a little hypercritical of other healers because I'm so used to being, you know, a proficient healer on both my Shaman and my Paladin at this point, that I see other people healing and I'm like, oh, how can you be so bad all the time? But I guess that's just the kind of player I am, I guess. I always criticize others, but they're not doing something perfectly because I try and be as perfect as possible. But anyway, what it comes down to is us killing more stuff, because that is entirely what this game is about. Murder, rampage, and rapage. I guess if you want to use the correct internet terms, rape. Yes, this whole game is just about rape. And as you can see, these little, the spore bats, it's freaking fear, and it's annoying as hell. I was actually in a run, I think it was almost directly after this I did a run, and the spore bat feared me into 2 groups. It chain feared me. The one of the one group feared me, the one of the other group feared me into 2 groups, and we had like 20 mobs. It was a hell of a mess, but I think it actually wiped us, or something like that. And, you know, you can't really do much about that stuff, because it's just part of the game. As you can see, this instance pretty much comprises of the same exact mobs every single time. I mean, it's not the worst thing possible, but it's pretty annoying. Yay, a belt. Agreed. And we're done. Not really. Still got a little while to go. Another thing about this is the bosses are really spread out in it. I mean, they're not too bad, I guess. But it's still pretty annoying. I like TOC type instances where the bosses are right by each other. You know? And, ooh, the tank had his already defender proc. That's not good. Healer's not doing his job. At any rate, we kill the Spore Bat and we continue on. Oh, let's see. You know, come to think of it, I really haven't played my Death Knight since I've done all these recordings. Kind of weird, but I haven't played him in literally like 2 weeks, or 3 weeks. So he's gonna have like tons of rest to get up to 68 with. At any rate. Oh, that also reminds me. The day I upload this should be the day after the official release, or official thing of Cataclysm, or official release date of Cataclysm, which is December 7th. So I really want to get this Death Knight to 80 before December 7th. So in lieu of everything else, because I'm super busy, I'm probably going to be uploading once a day, maybe. I really kind of want to get back into this. I was really just having troubles getting situated with everything. Because, you know, I'll be honest, I'm kind of a relaxed person. I mean, I can stick to schedules, but I don't necessarily aspire to stick to certain schedules because I like having a lot of free time. But, yeah, anyway, this is what I do in my free time. I make videos, I play with my friends, and not literally play with my friends, not, you know, like, fondle them, but play games with them. And we joke around a bit and stuff like that. So, if I don't upload for like a week or something, I'll do like a whole spree of uploads like the next week, which I'm kind of planning on doing this week because I'm not as busy as I was the last, 3 weeks when I really didn't do any uploads. So, you'll probably be seeing an upload once every day or so from here on out. Oh, so we're gonna keep killing these. Oh, this is Quagmire. He isn't too bad. He does like a slime spray. He's really hard on Rogue because he puts like diseases on everyone, and it sucks if you don't have a shaman. But yeah, he's kind of a pushover. He only has like 102k health, and for a last boss, that's not much. I mean, he's not very hard, and he doesn't drop very good items either. I mean, he doesn't really drop anything from plateware, which kind of sucks, but you know, whatever. And this is going to be the end of Slave Pens. The Slave Pens is done. And of course, no loot drops for me. So, be sure that you guys comment, rate, and subscribe. And I noticed I almost have 100 subscribers already. Holy crap, thank you, you guys. So, I will be talking to you guys later.